嗨，大家好，我是雷电。那么我这次回来玩 Stanley 了。那么这次我拍第3种结局，叫做逆天而行。凡是所有旁白所讲的话呢，我这次我都不听他的话。哦，这次就是我就想先说一下，就是我把旁白关掉了。诶，还有在哦。
What could it mean?
首先呢，是啊，不知道，是说这个旁白是关不掉的啦。
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
我们这次就说了不听旁白的话，所以我记得
When
没错的
Stanley
话，
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
我们不听旁白的话，逆
This
天
was
而
not
行。
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
要去
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
还好
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
这边水给我喝。好，走。
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
好，我们不要听他的话，我们直直走。
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
哦，我就是没有被炒鱿鱼，怎样？
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
是啊，这是我
There's
的故事，
someone
做我
you've been
听话。
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
哦，所以 Stanley 有喜欢
This
的
is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
谁在等我？难道是？难道是他吗？
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
哦，拜拜的。哦，427，对，这就是 Stanley 的公
Oh, Stanley,
office。
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
哦，
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
耶，
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on
不
here.
要，我不要。
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What the fuck？ 竟然还会突然创造一个墙壁出来？没办法呀。我果然是
This
屌
is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
爸，
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
不要，我不要按。好啦，按啦。
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
按吧。
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
所以就是这个原因，他想着他的老板会不见，他的同事会不见，所以才会不见的。所以我们按看7会怎样？
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
我不爱他。哇老嘞，好啦。天。你笑得甜蜜蜜。
But there is no answer. How could there possibly
What?
be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
OK， 这应该是结局啊，如果这样子讲。E， 不是 E 哦，这长得很像 E 耶，是 I 啊。
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
我做啊。
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
我连脚我都看不到自己的脚，你叫我怎样看自己嘞？没有逻辑的嘛。
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
加油！
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
喂，这样就是一个结局啦。